Someone has to spend $100,000 plus to build a laundromat. Someone. It's not going to be me.
Kurt speaking.
Hey, Kurt, my name's Danny. I'm looking at some space and I'm interested in leasing it from you perhaps for the next 15 years or so.
Okay.
There's also another location as well if that one doesn't pan out.
All right. Hold on. Let me go ahead and pull up my system.
Thank you. We all need a system.
I don't have no vacancies.
So my interest, Kurt, is in the coin laundromat that's located there. There is, I don't know, I wanted to call it, it's kind of a dated laundry, right? Washers, dryers. My interest is always in coin laundries. I've got a few stores, and my partner and I, we scout these locations. When we see underperforming stores, we reach out to you. We want to see if and when a lease becomes available.
All right. I'm just the landlord.
Perfect. You're exactly the right guy.
I'm just, but okay. How? All right.
When
So
did
let's
you
see here.
When did you tune out? I'll go back.
Okay. So basically, I'm the landlord of the facility. So you are interested in one of the coin laundries, correct?
Correct.
So I don't own the coin laundry.
You're still the perfect person to talk to.
So what else location? Because I have no availability at that property.
You have another laundromat. I understand that's under your purview as well. You say you're the landlord. Do you actually own the buildings? You yourself?
No.
Or is that a euphemism for you working for the entities?
That's a euphemism.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I basically run the properties. However, though, if you're interested in coin laundries, as for businesses, and you saying we have another one that.
Correct.
Okay. So.
But you still don't understand what I do or why I'm telephoning you today.
No, I surely don't, other than if you're looking for available space.
I'm not. We're going to understand each other, though, here. We're going to do our level best. So it's the disconnect between a coin laundromat and just about any other business, right? If you make a great steak and you want to run a steakhouse, I hope you don't go out and build one from scratch because you'll probably never make money. I hope you don't buy one because they're selling their steakhouse because it's failing. I'm interested in the steakhouse that goes under because everything's there. The vent hoods, the kitchen, maybe even some of the wait staff will remain behind. I'm looking to do that with laundromats. If these laundromats at these locations that are under your purview that you manage for the landlord are doing great and they are wonderful, then we don't have much to talk about. In 10 years, if they don't retool, if they don't change policies, if they start to go under, I'm still interested in signing a lease there. What I do and have done several times, I sign those leases, I retool the store, I become your tenant. Does that make sense?
Yes. So then in terms, you need to get in touch with the laundromat.
Only if I want to do it today, Kurt, which I don't. If I get in touch with the laundromat, they're going to try to sell me their business, but I'm in no hurry. This is an introduction, an introductory call. You're used to rubber stamping leases all day, every day in empty space, right? But today you got a guy that called you up and is interested in the future empty space.
Okay.
Do we understand each other now? Because if not, I can make you understand.
You're going to have to make me understand.
Okay. I'm after sure. I'm after infrastructure. That's it. That's all. Infrastructure. Gas, water, electricity that exists in laundromats. We're still talking about laundromats. So someone has to spend $100,000 plus to build a laundromat. Someone. not going to be me. It's probably not even your tenant. It was someone previous to them. When they fail and stop paying rent, I want you to look through your Rolodex and find Danny D'Angelo's number and call me up. Then we have something to talk about. By the way, these laundromats,
Okay, perfect.
they're not good businesses. I don't know if you tour your facilities, but they have broken equipment. The change machines don't work. They're filthy, dirty. It's fine. I mean, if they're paying the rent and they're serving their customers, okay.
Right.
We just do things a little bit differently. Because like any business, like the steakhouse I talked about, there are really good ones and there are really shitty ones. And I don't intend to run shitty laundromats. I don't hear
Okay.
the light bulb going off.
No. I clearly understand, sir. It's just that you want to leave your name and number, and I'll call you back when there's availability. I got it. In the meantime, though, we have leases in place, and people are paying their rent.
There you go. Perfect.
So, so I don't have a problem with entertaining future business, but that's as best we can do.
No, that's brilliant. And you need to understand, if it's your job to combat salespeople, I'm not selling anything. And I think you get
Right.
what
That's
I
correct.
do and how I do it. I'm not selling a damn thing. I'm interested in the future lease of laundromat space. What's your email address? I'll send you an email.
Sure, no problem. Kurt, K-U-R-T.
Kurt, I appreciate your time. I've got your number in my phone. I'll make sure I send my cell phone number to you as well when I send you that email. My partner is Dr. Mike Alanya, and I will CC him as well. Thank you, buddy.
That sounds good. Thank you now. All righty.
I'm pretty sure this hot water heater's got a few more good years left in it.